Have you ever looked at your bank account on a Sunday night and felt that tiny wave of stress hit you? You know the one. Your paycheck just landed a few days ago. Rent already came out. Groceries took another chunk. Gas. Subscriptions you forgot you even signed up for. And suddenly you're doing that quiet little math in your head. Okay, if I just don't spend anything for the next 2 weeks, I should be fine. Look, if that thought has ever crossed your mind, you're not alone. Because here's the thing. Most people believe the only way to make more money is to ask for a raise. But raises usually come once a year, maybe 3%. Meanwhile, inflation has averaged around 3 to 4% annually over the last few decades. Which means a lot of people are technically getting poorer every year. And that's exactly why side hustles have exploded. But here's what most people don't realize. The right side hustle isn't just extra money. It can become your full-time income. My name is Dave, and I spend way too much time thinking about how people build income streams and escape the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle. If you're someone who feels like your salary just isn't cutting it anymore, make sure to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if this helps you out. Because today we're breaking down something that could literally change your financial future. Side hustles that can realistically turn into full-time income. Not hype. Not get rich quick. We're going to talk about real numbers, real psychology, and real strategies that people are using right now. Look, let's challenge something right away. A lot of people think side hustles are just small. Like driving a few Uber rides, selling some stuff online, making an extra $200 a month. And sure, that's how many of them start. But here's what most people don't realize. Some of the biggest companies today started as side hustles. For example, Spanx started in an apartment. Apple literally started in a garage. Now, I'm not saying your Etsy store is going to become Apple. But I am saying something important. A side hustle is basically a small business in disguise. And small businesses scale. Let me show you something interesting. The average full-time salary in many developed countries is around $55,000 to $65,000 per year. Let's take $60,000 for simplicity. After taxes, you're probably bringing home roughly $3,800 to $4,000 per month. Now here's where it gets really interesting. If your side hustle makes $1,000 per month, it feels small. But think about the math. To replace a $4,000 monthly paycheck, you don't necessarily need one $4,000 income stream. You could have $1,500 from freelancing, $1,000 from digital products, $800 from consulting, $900 from affiliate income. Suddenly you're at $4,200 per month. That's the real secret. Income stacking. But here's the problem. Most people never get there. And it's not because they're lazy. It's psychological. Why? Because people quit too early. They try something for 3 weeks. It makes $17. They assume it doesn't work. Look, building income streams works like planting seeds. You don't dig them up every week to check if they're growing. Side hustle number 1, freelance skills. Let's start with the most reliable one. Freelancing. I'm talking about things like writing, graphic design, video editing, social media management, web design. Here's the thing. The internet created a global marketplace for skills. Websites like Upwork, Fiverr, TopTal allow businesses to hire freelancers instantly. Now you might be thinking, Dave, I don't have any special skills. Look, that's what everyone says. But businesses constantly need help with things like writing emails, editing videos, designing thumbnails, managing social media. And these gigs often pay $20 to $80 per hour. Let's do the math. If you freelance 10 hours per week at $40 per hour, that's $400 per week. That's about $1,600 per month. And here's what most people don't realize. Freelancers eventually raise their rates. Many experienced freelancers charge $75 to $150 per hour. That's when side hustle income starts looking like a real salary. Side hustle number 2, digital products. Now this one is fascinating. Digital products. Things like online courses, templates, ebooks, digital planners. Design assets. The reason these are powerful is simple. You create them once, then sell them hundreds of thousands of times. That's called scalability. For example, let's say you create a $25 digital product. If you sell 10 copies, $250. 100 copies, $2,500. 500 copies, $12,500. Same product, same effort, more reach. Platforms like Etsy, Gumroad, Shopify have made this ridiculously accessible. And here's the surprising part. Many successful digital products are simple. Things like budgeting spreadsheets, resume templates, social media planners, small tools that solve real problems. Side hustle number 3, content creation. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. Dave, everyone is trying to be a YouTuber. You're not wrong. But here's what most people misunderstand. Content creation isn't just about ad revenue. It's about attention. Attention turns into sponsorships, digital products, consulting, affiliate marketing. For example, a YouTube channel with 50,000 subscribers can generate income through multiple sources. And according to industry estimates from the Influencer Marketing Hub, mid-size creators can earn anywhere from $500 to $5,000 per sponsored post, depending on audience niche. Now, does it take time? Yes. But here's the interesting part. Content compounds. One good video today can still earn money 3 years from now. Side hustle number 4, local service businesses. This one surprises people because it's not glamorous, but it works. I'm talking about services like pressure washing, cleaning, lawn care, mobile car detailing. Here's why these businesses are powerful. They solve immediate problems, and people happily pay to remove inconvenience. Let me show you the math. A mobile car detailer might charge $120 per car. If they do 3 cars per day 4 days per week, that's $360 per day, or about $5,700 per month. And yes, there are expenses. But many of these businesses still net $3,000 to $4,000 monthly. That's already close to a full-time salary. Side hustle number 5, online reselling. Now this one has been around forever. Buy low, sell high. But the internet made it massive. Platforms like eBay, Facebook Marketplace, Poshmark allow people to flip items from thrift stores, clearance racks, or liquidation sales. Some resellers specialize in things like sneakers, vintage clothing, electronics, furniture. Let's say you buy items for $500. Resell them for $1,000. Your profit is $500. Do that 4 times a month, and you've made $2,000. And many resellers scale this into full-time income. Now, the 3 things that actually turn side hustles into full-time income. Because here's the truth. The hustle itself is only part of the equation. The difference between $200 a month and $6,000 a month comes down to 3 things. 1. Consistency. 2. Skill stacking. 3. Audience or customers. Here's a strategy most people miss. Don't try to replace your entire salary immediately. Instead, replace expenses one by one. Example: phone bill $80, internet $70, car payment $350. If your side hustle covers those 3, that's $500 per month of freedom. And psychologically, that feels powerful. A quick story. A friend of mine started editing YouTube videos as a side hustle. First month, he made $120. Second month, $400. 6 months later, $2,800. A year later, $7,000 per month. He eventually quit his job. Not because the side hustle exploded overnight, but because it grew steadily. Look, side hustles aren't magic. They take work. They take patience. But they also create something powerful. Control. Control over your income. Control over your time. Control over your future. And in a world where layoffs happen overnight, that control is incredibly valuable. So here's my challenge for you. Pick one side hustle from this list. Just one. Commit to it for 90 days. Track your progress. Learn the skills. Improve every week. Because the side hustle you start this year might be the income that changes your life next year. And if you found this helpful, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe for more financial education content, and let me know in the comments, what side hustle are you starting this year? I'll see you in the next video.